13th, 1943. Gestapo headquarters.
The car screeched to a halt. Officers pull us out by our arms, haul us inside and off to separate rooms. My heart beat pounding all the while.
They swing the door shut, unlock my handcuffs, order me to sit, rush about with coats, hats, cases, papers, as I try not to give in to the overwhelming, sickening knowledge spreading through me.
We're all trapped in this net because of me. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
I take a deep breath and prepare to fight for our lives.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to go, no room for failure, no room to grow. We're trapped in a cage, we're held in a trance. I wanna break free, but I'm not given the chance. But there's a light in the darkness, a feeling of hope. The strength that's inside me has protected my soul. So no matter the challenge our journey may hold, through all of the darkness we will be the white rose, white rose, white rose. A blossom of love in a treacherous fold. White rose, white rose, white rose, white rose. Through all of the darkness we will be the white rose. No time to run, no we can't go. We won't accept failure, our nation must grow. We will make a change, we will take a stand. We'll be the flashlight in our dark shadow land. And we're the light in the darkness, the feeling of hope. We must see the day that our division comes home. So we'll conquer the challenge our journey will hold. Through all of this darkness we will be the white rose, white rose, white rose, white rose, white rose. A blossom of love in a treacherous fold. White rose, white rose, white rose, white rose. Through all of the darkness we will be the white rose. And we can't be scared of the fight we'll face. We will stand with love and peace and grace, 'cause we know that change will save with you. We're the light in the darkness, the feeling of hope. We will reach the day our division comes home, and we'll conquer the challenge the journey will hold. Through all of this darkness we will be the white rose.
So it was the day after my birthday, March 13th, 2020. I get a call from my mom. She told me that all after-school activities were canceled, as well as school for the next day. You know, this is when things in our country started to get a little strange.
As if in a dream, the sun inches towards the horizon, sending golden ripples of warmth and joy through the trees towering over us, and sprinkling droplets of light on the blanket as we lounge on the sweet grass.
I take deep breaths of warm, rose-scented air, savoring these singular moments and tucking them away into the corners of my mind, far removed from the harsh realities of the outside world, and locking them away to remind myself that life like this can exist.
The tail end of my dream slips away before I can recall the ways it made sense. I sit up before I can fall asleep again and choose the conclusion of that story. As I brush my teeth, I file away the warm parts of the dream, pressing them into waking memory and hoping it sticks.
I woke today to a sliver of sunlight that met my sleepy eyes and slowly, sloth-like, climbed out of bed.
I easily get out of bed and quickly get ready. I run on time and smoothly leave for school with my twin brothers in the backseat, listening to some good music on my curated Pandora station.
What is a perfect day? It's been a while. A perfect day for me would start with an early morning walk around my neighborhood. Nature always helps me to settle my mind and prepare it for the day's work.
A perfect day for me would start with me waking up and going to school. By now, I would have had my driver's license and I'd get out of the house early enough to get some breakfast. I would get chicken minis and iced coffee because I'm grown.
Well, the perfect day that I had, it was in school, and we were making chicken stir fry. It was in food nutrition class, and we were just prepping up for lab. So the chicken stir fry consisted of chicken, garlic, ginger, soy sauce, rice, and carrots. So we began to eat it, and it was the most delicious food you will ever have.
I had the perfect day in February. I was headed for the Alliance, so I hopped on the train and then the bus. It smelled as if it was going to rain, and it was a little windy. But the sky was smooth as fog, and the buildings scraped the sky.
Yeah, a perfect day for me was a day where I could wake up and not have to wonder if it was safe to go outside. A day where the sun is shining, the skies are clear, and when I go downstairs in the morning, I know that I'm welcomed by the world.
I love concerts. They are the center of my rejuvenation. I had 4 lined up for this year. Sadly, I only made 1.
I'm happy most days. I basically only do the things that are safe for me to do during this age of coronavirus, and I don't miss the other stuff too much.
The one concert I did get to attend was by my favorite band in the world, AJR, the band that helped me realize my purpose on Earth. The day was a whirlwind. I rushed out of school early to drive down to Duluth. It was freezing cold, but I brought a little blanket because I like to camp out. So I was freezing once the sun set, but I kept myself busy by making friends in line to keep my mind off my numb fingers and frozen toes.
I figured out how to shut my brain up from thinking so much about the future and just be whatever. Read another book, cook something, stare into the distance.
There are 2 very specific moments that happen in a concert experience. The moment when you realize where you are, and the moment when you realize it's almost over. Clinging to every bit of stimulus because you know it will soon be over. It usually ends in me close to tears.
I miss days like that.
I miss days like that more than anything. I wouldn't trade any of it for the world.
The rain makes me cry and the trees make me dance. I want to radiate love and light.
More than anything, I want to heal my mind. I honor my decision to focus on personal healing.
Yes, and my deepest condolences to the land of the free and the home of the brave. I'm sorry I'm Black. I'm sorry I'm the daughter of 2 immigrants who came here for a better life.
I'm sorry that I cause you so much trouble.
I'm sorry I don't look like the rest of you.
I'm sorry that I don't have blonde hair, that I'm not shaped like the rest of you.
I'm sorry my eyes and my skin and my hair all match.
I'm sorry I don't fit in the media, that I don't belong in magazines.
I'm sorry that I am not your definition of beautiful.
I'm sorry that I don't make the boys stop and stare.
And when I do, it's not because I'm pretty.
I used to struggle a lot with liking my body and the way that I looked. I used to weigh myself all the time and just constantly compare myself to other girls on social media. If I saw myself in the mirror, I would just look away and try to think of something else.
They're telling me lies and I don't like it, no. They're telling me not to go to work with my afro. They're telling me it don't look professional. And they should never have a say in where I go. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Instagram telling her she don't look beautiful, yeah. Insecurity and anxiety overload. And when she grows up, her wings will never show. Hey, yeah. She will know that she is beautiful. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Please get out of my head. I think I've had enough of all your games. You're asking me to shrink myself to win, but I'm through with your rules, your expectations high, and I can't conjure the patience to survive. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Get out of my head, please get out of my head. Information downloaded into my head, but I know it don't mean nothing. I know it's all just lies. Information downloaded into my head, but I know it don't mean nothing. I know it's all just lies. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Please get out of my head. Get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Oh get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Oh get out of my head, oh get out of my head. Oh get out of my head, oh get out of my head.
I won't ever come close to the German ideal. Long blonde braids, shining blue eyes, thoughts of children, kitchen, church. Instead, I decide to become the most me I can.
Yeah, I don't have to be perfect. I just have to try to be excellent.
Growing up black and queer in the South, it's not easy. There's some sort of toxic, ongoing stigma that whether you're gay, trans, non-binary, bisexual, or even asexual, that you're seeking attention, that you're doing too much, that you're mentally ill. Why? Why can't people comprehend that people are born this way? I was born this way. No one wakes up every day longing for ongoing judgment regarding their sexual identity or orientation. Every day, queer people are murdered, chastised, belittled, harassed, just because they are queer.
I can't breathe.
The first time I ever felt like protesting was for gay rights. When I was younger, homosexual people weren't allowed to be married, and it was frowned upon for them to show public displays of affection. That made no sense to me. I have people in my family who are gay, and knowing that they couldn't be married and they couldn't be happy in the way that heterosexual couples were, the fact that they were discriminated against, made me want to stand with them.
I aim to not only become the most me, but the best me I can.
So the craziest thing happened to me. I woke up in dreamland, coasting, soaring through the sky. I inhaled breaths of fluffy clouds. It was the most beautiful breath I've ever taken.
Waking up most every day, I feel like a brand new person.
I don't think I've ever smiled this much. I find myself laughing constantly.
I might not be the best behaved girl. I don't want to be the prettiest girl, but I'm most decidedly the smartest girl.
I am genuine.
I am kind.
I have positive energy, and I use that energy on the people that I love the most. Now, granted, I do get in trouble and I do get put out of class, but at least I get the work done.
If I feel good, then the people I love feel gooder. This feeling is as silky as honey and sweet as sugar.
If people treat you like you are beautiful, you will start believing that you are beautiful.
This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. Stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired.
A shattered silence. Envelopes filled with treason. My voice will be heard. My voice will be heard. My voice will be heard. Will be heard. Be heard. Be heard. Be heard.
In spite of everything I've done, my big brother still thinks I'm nothing more than a little girl.
There goes my sister again. She's off doing some protest, and I gotta be there for moral support. Now, let me just be honest with you. I don't want to do it. Not that I don't want to be there for my sister, because I really do. It's just that I just don't want her to get hurt. Like, think about it. She can get shot. She can get hurt. Just, it's hard. But I made a vow to myself, and I said that I would always be there for her. No matter a life or death situation, I'll always be there. Well, I gotta get going. Good luck to me.
Today I said goodbye to my brother. He's leaving me to go off to war. Before he left, I said, listen to me, brother. Don't forget who you're fighting for. Oh, oh, oh. A letter sent to me from my brother. He said, don't wanna tell you what we've done. We've killed children and mothers. I don't wanna do this no
met this boy, Fritz. We crossed paths at a dance the other night, and I was shocked when this handsome, strong, older officer looked at me. You know me. I don't curl my hair or put red lipstick on. If you saw me walking down the street, you'd want to enlist me in the war because you'd think I was a boy.
But he treated me like I was a girl. I mean, he took the time to teach me how to waltz. No boy has ever taught me how to waltz. Actually, I think it's called a box step, where the lady curtsies and the man bows. And then you both join hands.
Fritz recommends applying pressure at the fingertips before moving around each other in a circular motion.
Anyway, after that night, we began to send letters to each other every day. He doesn't use a lot of words, but that's okay.
My goodness, he's fighting a war.
I remember I used to lay on your chest and listen. Listen to the way your heart races with excitement. I'd hear it pound. Boom, 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 boom. It's funny. It's the only booms I hear in the field are the booms from the bullets, leaving the gun, taking down each one of my comrades. Or the bombs flying from the sky, landing on the German Reich, disembodying my companions. I close my eyes, trying to make sense of it all. But there it is again. Boom, 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 boom. My heart pounding against my chest, but not out of excitement, but fear. Fear that I led my friends to their deaths. Fear that I'm never going to write to you again. Fear that all of this is for nothing. Is this all for nothing? Bati says that change comes at a price. Well, I don't want to pay that price, Sophie. I used to take pride in our military, but they just led us here to our deaths. They just see us as expendable, just little pawns in their game of chess. Well, I don't want to play their game. Sophie, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this. I just ask that you continue your fight for change. Whatever the price. Ich liebe dich, Fritz.
The situation here is hopeless. Unless I'm saved by some miracle or killed outright, the only other outcome I can imagine is Russian imprisonment.
A frosty wind whips around me across an imagined tundra, and the icy air bites at my flesh, swallowing me whole.
Underbanked soldiers stood in a row. As Sergeant Canis stalked up and down their line. Snow crunched under his heavy boots, and he wrung his rough hands together behind his back. Underneath the harsh floodlights, Sergeant Canis's sunken eyes were cruel and black. His nostrils flared to the size of a two-piece coin as he sniffed the air around each new recruit. It was an accepted fact that the sergeant could smell fear, but what was still rumored was whether or not he could smell spirit and passion, qualities that were sent to Fort Odium to die.
Stand tall, recruits! His gravelly voice clung to the dry air, leaving a haunting echo. As the sergeant neared him, Private Spez held his breath, fighting the urge to curl his fingers or his toes. Any movement, and the sergeant would have him in the snow, doing push-ups until his joints froze into place.
What are we here for, recruits?
To fight against the enemy. They spoke like one unit, this mantra having been seared into their brains.
What does the enemy want?
The end of order.
Order hadn't been defined in the new recruit handbook. The so-called enemy was never given a face. They were just expected to go into the battlefield and kill until their fingers were stained with gunpowder.
Sergeant Candace came to a halt at the end of the row. The wind howled to fill the silence. No one got a clear view of what happened next, but those who had the gall to look out the corner of their eye saw Sergeant Candace pushing a scrawny boy named Artem into the slush.
Take the enemy down, Private Spess!
I can't do that, sir.
You can't, or you won't.
I can't, sir.
Sergeant grabbed the young boy by the back of his neck and flung him into the ground. Before Spess could turn over, Sergeant shot him in the back of the head, turned to Artem, and squeezed the trigger again. The camp was still. Even the wind was silent, as if to mourn the loss of her children.
He taught me how to waltz.
First, I want to say thank you, Mama Nola, for having me today and allowing me to speak. You know, if Dwayne were here, he'd probably say, "Baby, don't have them people crying at my funeral." But I want to honor him and his authenticity the best way that I can, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to stand here in my mess of a heartache, and I'm going to speak with my head up.
You know, the thing about funerals is all we ever talk about is death. How they died, why they died, when they died. But Dwayne lived. Dwayne listened to country music when he thought no one was listening. Dwayne refused to eat spaghetti without a fork and a spoon.
Dwayne was the clumsiest 6'3" man we had all ever met.
Sometimes Dwayne would hold me, and he put his hand over my heart, and he'd say he just liked knowing I was right there.
Dwayne loved standing in the rain. He liked the idea of being consumed by something that God sent down.
Loving a black man is so easy. Dwayne was the easiest person to love. It was like breathing. It was instinctive and calm. Loving him was so free. But loving a black man in this world, that's hard work. Because you just never know.
And I'm sure if Dwayne was still here, he'd say, loving a black woman is just as hard.
So when Officer Tolbert's bullet took him from us, I felt sick. Like the whole universe caved in. Dwayne was here, and then he wasn't.
Taught me how to waltz.
Tired of being a good one of the best ones, always the dressed ones. There's times where I'm getting lonely, then I'm the only one who can show me that I'm just made out of pieces, shouldn't be left to anyone else to put them together.
detritus based on the detritus of our lives, the pocket litter scattered between railway signs when we're all battered and boarded, headed for the end of the line. What's left behind? A history of lived defiance. Lipstick, chapstick, sticky on the pavement. Memories of kissing, holding somebody meant to be. You and me in summer, the thunderstorms in our arteries. Even now when autumn comes, there's lightning in our heartbeat.
Passports, the sort to separate our bloodlines. Names and dates to extricate those condemned just for existing. Forgeries of paper building households with their lies, disguised from eyes dissecting all their lives.
Papers in our pockets speak of treason and plot. A snowstorm of confetti falling down on one spot. A celebration of dissidence, excellence, relentlessness, when the enemies of our state can't defend against.
And when our train has reached the end of its line,
it's not the broken they'll find, waiting to die.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Trust the cost is high enough to continue the fight. And in the night when all that's left of us are shadows and shells, remember us in light, in the lives we lived well. The pocket litter scattered between railway signs from the detritus of our lives. A flame of change will rise.
Today you'll hang us, but you will be next.
Ideas cannot be silenced.
This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. Boom, boom. 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 This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. Tired of being tired. We're tired of being tired. We're tired of being tired. We're tired of being tired. This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired. This is the time for seeing changes. We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright.
We are the chosen generation. So stop your crying, we'll be alright. And here's why, 'cause we're tired of being tired.
I may not say much, but I vow to fight back with action, action, action.
The Earth's orbit. Your jokes are morbid. I see the light while you bask in fright.
There was this event at my school to which a Caucasian girl said the N-word. It caused a really huge uproar, and it caused her to leave the school. Now, the whole students decided to make a protest. I was one of those people that didn't join. The reason is I'm against racism. It's just that I wasn't part of the movement.
Earlier this year, I was driving to get food with my friend. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and my friend was driving us in her car. On our way, we got into an accident. No one got hurt, but it was very scary. The woman in the other car was middle-aged and white, and she was very angry. She called the cops immediately. She didn't even take the time to talk to me or my friend before making the call. At that moment, me and my friend both started to panic, but for very different reasons. This was because my friend who was driving the car was black and I'm white. When we heard that the cops were on their way, I immediately started asking myself questions like, will this be on my permanent record? What will my parents say? What will colleges think? But what my friend was thinking was so much scarier.
I was thinking that I might not ever see my family again. I was thinking that the cops might hurt me. That thought never crossed my friend's mind. Not until she saw me crying. Not until I told her that I am so afraid of the police.
Something shifted inside of me after that. I began to do a lot of research and to educate myself.
I used to spend a lot of time planning climate strikes, but the last strike I helped plan burned me out so badly that I haven't really been involved in the climate justice movement at all since. I gave a speech about why I found climate justice so important, but my words felt empty and my passion and smile felt fake. I cried on the way home.
I was shocked recently to find that the various Black Lives Matter marches were some of the first protests my friends had ever attended. I've been protesting since before I could walk. My earliest memories of attending protests go back to when I was 5, marching for the rights of homeless people in downtown Atlanta to set up tents and shelter in the park. Or when I was 7, attending the annual MLK March, the LGBTQ+ march, as well as various protests against war violence. And while I liked dressing up in rainbow colors for the Pride Parade, I wasn't quite sure why I was doing it. It was simply the environment I grew up in. It was just what I knew.
I stand frozen as torches light up the night sky. I feel lonely shame, and all I can do is shudder, shiver, close my eyes.
I'm dancing to James Brown's I Feel Good when my dad quiets the volume. And immediately I see correctional buses, helicopters, shielded policemen with tear gas in their hands while standing at attention. And behind a row of officers, I see a crowd of uneasy protesters holding up signs, begging for justice with their firm fists in the air. And looking out the window, I feel a rush of fear.
When I heard about the Ahmaud Arbery case, I thought he was just like me, just a little bit taller. Now he's dead and he can't see his mother or his father. Running for his life, but he was gunned down and the whole neighborhood allowed it. Fighting for his life until the very end, running and tussling with the armed white man. Sometimes I think that could have been me.
You know, I woke up one morning and just cried. I don't think I'm emotionally or mentally mature enough to be able to march in Atlanta. I mean, I want to. My heart desires to walk side by side with my people. I need a little more time, and that's okay.
I'm just not ready to protest yet. And I hope that's okay. I hope my people don't shame me for that. I'm just not ready yet.
You know, I'm so young. I'm only 18 years old.
I am such a coward.
What's the point in trying to see the light when every day is so dark? What's the point when the world weighs on your heart? Your heart.
When Trayvon Martin was killed, I was in the 3rd grade. Now, at the time, I didn't understand the specifics of it all. All I knew was that he was wearing a hoodie, he was carrying an Arizona and some Skittles, and he was killed just for the color of his skin. Now, as a kid, that was frightening for me. That was the first time I realized the world wasn't as happy and peaceful as I thought it was, but instead there was a lot of evil and hate within it. I was angry when Trayvon Martin was killed. But most of all, I was scared that the same thing was gonna happen to me.
And I still feel just like a little kid. In another life we could just live free from what this world has become, but we can't run from. What's the point in trying to see the light when every day's so dark? What's the point when the world weighs on your heart? Your heart. And how can I love you when you don't love me? Shout it from the rooftops, then you'll see how powerful our words can be. A new generation here to stay until that fateful day when blue lights lead you home. What's the point in trying to see the light when every day's so dark?
Fear. Noun. An unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger.
Fear. F-E-A-R. Forget everything about remembering.
F, forget. Verb, to lose remembrance of. Be unable to, to be unable to think of or recall. When will I be forgotten? The human brain is such a mystery. How many people do I know now?
How many know me?
Hundreds? Thousands more? When will my name be uttered for the last time? That's when I'll die.
E, everything, pronoun, all that exists. Big Bang to now, nothing to everything. How can one contain everything when everything is always and forever growing, always expanding? There are no limits to anything. We can do it all into the never-ending infinity.
A, about. Preposition, in regard to. About me, About you. About us. About covers it all.
About gives information. Information we need to have to know what things are, what they do, why they are, where they are, when they are.
Are, remembering, verb, to bring to mind or think again. Memory, such an incredible thing, yet we actually edit, alter, and lie to ourselves about what actually happened.
But how does information stick inside of our brains? Anything important stays there, and anything not important melts away like an uneaten snow cone. Repetition can be key to remembering.
Repetition can be key to remembering.
Repetition can be key to remembering.
So what do you fear?
Fear. F-E-A-R. Forget everything about remembering. F-E-A. F-E. F.
Just because I'm not part of the movement doesn't mean I can't try and help out.
The day of my first trip dawns with a great gaping hole of anxiety gnawing at my insides.
Yet the fear of doing nothing is still greater.
We were driving on the highway. In the distance, I see smoke spiraling as if a building is on fire. My mom's silent. Finally, we turn on to Midtown and get off on Techwood. And there it is. An army of black and white people standing, holding signs reading, "I can't breathe. No justice, no peace. Say their names." What the hell is going on? I put my phone down for 1 second and the world is literally in flames?
I'm in the car on the way home on Peachtree Street when suddenly I hit standstill traffic. I sit up, unbuckle my seatbelt, and stick the upper half of my body out of the car. What I see is incredible. There are 500 people on the street standing in complete silence. Some of their fists are raised, but what's breathtaking is the presence of a united force. I grab my mask and jump out of the car.
I'm driving home from a long day of pizza deliveries and I turned down my main road and I see a large group of officers and protesters in action. The visual was beautiful. You could almost see the change in the air, and you could also see the tears and the happiness and the genuine love displayed through the crowd. It was amazing to see so many different people from all different walks of life come together for a common goal. And although there was tear gas in the air, the crowd didn't budge. I was overwhelmed with emotion and thought, and my mind kept telling me, "Chloe, don't do it, it's too dangerous."
My heart told me no real change happens without sacrifice.
I knew at that moment that if I didn't do my part, I wouldn't only be doing myself a disservice, but I'd be doing my country a disservice as well. So I jumped out of the car, I grabbed my mask, and I joined the protest.
The night is the friend of the free.
So the night of the first few protests in Atlanta, I stayed up all night to just be updated on which buildings were looted and set ablaze. I was dying to somehow be a part of the protest, and I had just gotten a new camera. So the next morning, I drove downtown, and as I turned onto Marietta Street, I could hear sirens. I could hear people chanting. They were still out protesting. I want to join in, but I forgot my mask at home. I don't want to potentially endanger my parents with a deadly disease. The car behind me honks its horn, and I panic and hit the gas.
Part of me is inspired. And what does this inspiration drive me to do? Jump head first into this cause that I believe in so deeply? No. I roll down my window. I put my fist into the air. I try and shout something. What should I shout? Good job? Yay? You inspire me? But when I roll down the window to give them all I can offer, I just kind of holler, woo, woo. My yell comes out so faint and weak that I doubt they can even hear me.
I try to relax, but it's my first time driving in the city. The streets are narrow, and pedestrians dart in and out of the street with seemingly no regard for their lives. Up ahead, more people dot the sidewalk. I pull up to the corner, and what I see makes my heart tumble into my stomach. Waves of people cling to the sidewalk and spill into the street. I turn into the crowd, and they part for me. They move like one body, splitting briefly down the middle, and coming together as I passed.
They split around the cars and keep backing away, and I look back and finally realize they're headed towards another group of police wearing what passes as riot gear these days. As they edge past the car, I see shields and armor and guns and rubber bullets and tear gas and pepper spray and batons and, dear God, it's like a war zone. It occurs to me that I should unlock the doors maybe and let people in out of the tear gas, but that's the only thing between me and the madness out there, and I'm scared.
Chant and yell, no justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter. I hop out of my car and step into the heat. Heat from the beating sun, heat from the moving bodies, heat from the anger at injustice. My mother yells, Olivia, where are you going? We can't go anywhere, so we might as well join in. With my fist raised to the sky, I join in with the crowd. What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
My mom locks the door and turns off the AC. Blurry. All is blurry. We gotta get out of here. She looks back and we're blocked in. The car in front of us pulls forward and the sound of plastic begins to bang on our car. The police thrust themselves toward us. My sister begins to scream and I begin to cry. We gotta get out of here.
We catch up with the car in front of us, but there's many officers surrounding it. They're having a dispute and the young girl that was driving is screaming. Many more officers surround the car. They pass our car as if we're the salad bar on Nacho Thursday. They pull a guy out of the car. Why? What has he done? The girl's screams get louder.
They tased him. He looks paralyzed. What has he done? We gotta get out of here.
Crowds of people swarm the streets in front of us. I stick my head out of the car window. Black Lives Matter, baby! Yes! Woo! I yell, giving high fives to everyone who's running past our car to join the crowd. I feel excited. I see the signs in front of me. My life matters.
Protect the next generation.
Why are you in riot gear?
All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter.
It's moments like these where I'm reminded why it's so good to be alive. My generation, when we show up, we show out.
I have never felt more important.
I look at the sea of people and I am speechless. The sounds of chants and speeches fill my ears, and for a moment I am proud to be an American. I forget about the evil in our government, and I'm filled with hope for the future. My hands start to tingle and my heart races because I am scared, but excited. I get out of my car and grab my sign. I am nervous, but I am ready.
I've never been more ready for anything in my life.
It all feels like a dream. Familiar, expected, inevitable.
I will not let my fear paralyze me.
Shortly before the world stopped, me and my friends flew to Chicago for college auditions. And on the second day of auditions, we had so much fun meeting up for lunch, texting each other of any school that had open auditions, checking up on each other in a hotel of 94 floors. It was the perfect day. And now that life has completely changed, I'm even more appreciative of the day we shared. And I'm glad we took so many pictures.
My college plans have drastically changed. I was originally supposed to go to NYU Tisch for film TV, something I was extremely excited for and worked really hard for. With New York being in the condition that it's in, as well as the rest of the world, I made the tough decision to request a deferral so that I could have a gap year. It was denied, but that's okay because I'll be taking classes virtually in the fall.
It was before the pandemic and the protests. It was Valentine's Day, and it was all ours. My girlfriend and I's, I mean. I took her to one of my favorite places of all time, the Chattahoochee River. We got to walk slowly next to the glittering water. I don't remember what we talked about, but I remember how we felt. Simply and unmistakably happy. That day was perfect.
It all feels like a dream. Familiar, expected, inevitable.
One of the things that I miss the most about life pre-closure is just being able to be close to people. Hugging my friends, not feeling restricted. I remember a couple months before protests began and before the coronavirus, I went up to North Georgia to go on a hike with my friends. Looking back, I don't think I had as much fun as I would have had now. Time seemed abundant, and I guess I didn't appreciate those moments until they were gone.
I remember around this time last year, I went to the aquarium with my girlfriend Jaden. Now we met up at the MARTA station, we rode all the way down to Atlanta, and when we got to the aquarium, we had the best time. Now Jaden's more into sea animals than I am, but I still had fun. And when we left, we ate, we talked, and we just chilled for a couple hours, just enjoyed each other's company. And before we knew it, it was 11 o'clock, then we stayed out way too long. We hopped on the MARTA station, we rode all the way home, and we got home safely. But that was a perfect day.
I think it took this pandemic protest environment for me to realize just how perfect those days were. In the current climate, it's hard to just call up a friend and meet somewhere. I have to wear masks everywhere I go.
Forget the mall, a breeding ground for the virus.
I'm no longer allowed in other people's cars, so we can't jam out to music.
Really, nothing in this current climate is spontaneous, which is what I miss.
It's been a minute since I've had the perfect day, but one of my favorite days ever was the prom. A day where everyone forgot about the past and the future. Everyone lived in the moment. The flashiness of everybody's suits and dresses, the smell of punch, clean wood floors, foods provided by local restaurants. It was just special in every way. A memory of the perfect day that's gonna live with me forever, even if I never have a perfect day ever again.
It all feels like a dream. Familiar, expected, inevitable.
One night at dinner, Hans asks, "What's a concentration camp?"
Hi, my name is Tran. I'm 17, and I'm currently in Ontario, Canada. I'm here for re-education, and they say I'm making progress. I'm making this video for my family. I'm sure you know that. So, let's get into the video. I'm a little new to this whole on-camera thing, so please bear with me. I'm sorry. I had a memory. So I've been here for 2 weeks now, and I've had some pretty colorful experiences since then. One of the things being sign language. So I'm not really sure what that means. I just like to practice random things in random orders. And also your hands can get kind of tired doing that, so I have some exercises to help. Okay guys, well, that's all I have. But before I go, I'm in this new program at my new school called Start Off Stellar. And it's really helping me adjust. Okay, bye guys.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy.
You taught me to be strong. That no matter what is said to me or any obstacle thrown at me, I'm strong enough to get through it.
Thank you for acceptance.
I wouldn't even have the freedom to sing or dance or act if you didn't take us from that place.
I hope that I can come home. If this goes through, I love you.
I just wanted to know. Mom, I love you.
I once loved my country, and now the only thing that ashames me is that I'm German.
Just because I was born in a country doesn't mean I have to like it.
I don't ever remember a time where I was actively proud to be an American.
I don't even feel like an American anymore. I am Asian American. I'm a second-generation immigrant. I'm a woman. I'm an Atlantan, even a Georgian. And maybe one day those things will be the same as being American in my head again. But right now, that's not always the case.
Yeah, I'm not proud to be American. I am proud to be African American.
I'm not ashamed to be American, but I'm definitely embarrassed.
I wish I could have been born into peace instead of this chaotic mess we call a nation.
I am currently proud to be an American. I'm proud to be an American who follows the constitutional law.
I am 100% not proud to be an American. I never have been. This has been a thing since I was a child. I actually used to get in trouble for saying I hate America at the dinner table. My parents would always say, shh, don't say that, someone's listening in. The fact that they would believe that our government would go that far to manage the freedom of speech says enough.
I honestly don't feel any ways towards America regarding being in shame or being proud of it. I just take it for what it is, the good, the bad, the room for growth. It is what it is.
This country is run by white cisgender men who've had freedom and justice all in favor of white people only. I'm overthinking every day, worrying every day. But somehow through all of this, I'm still proud to be queer. I'm still proud to be Black, but not proud to be American. I have hope, but it takes time. It takes work.
My parents and I are the only people in my family that live in America, and whenever we go to visit family in Canada, we always get asked about the same thing, Trump. It makes me embarrassed to be an American because people always seem to pity me for living here, but I don't blame them. America today can be very scary.
I know the US isn't perfect. I know there are many, many more countries that are a lot more broken, a lot more unjust, a lot more scary, a lot more hypocritical. I know these things, yet I can't feel the truth in them. They don't make me any more grateful to be an American, even though maybe they should.
So what do? I romanticize other countries. I lie to myself and tell myself it's so much better in Norway or Canada or Denmark.
Yes. They have everything figured out in Denmark. I've never been, but I'm pretty sure nobody has any problems there.
I don't think I've ever necessarily felt ashamed to be an American, but I definitely have felt ashamed and sad about other things.
One time I was on the phone with someone to study Mandarin, and he asked, "What country are you from?" I said, "America." I just expected the praise to come, but it didn't. Instead, that boy just started yelling at me about everything the US has done to China for decades. I was shocked at this response, but once again, I was ashamed of America's history.
While I know that being American has its benefits, America still chooses to misguide and misinform its citizens. I don't respect it, and I'm not proud of it. Our people still struggle from mentally being in bondage, and it's intentional.
When we talk to people from other countries, it should be, "Oh my gosh, you're from America. I heard it's so cool there." Not, "I heard it's scary in America."
And you're lying to yourself if you think things are looking up for America. Let's put the president and inequality aside for a moment. We're so far behind in terms of technology, but still, so many people work so hard on a phone. Why can't you care about the environment? The environment is not that hard to take care of. In fact, the earth was designed to take care of itself. Why do you think things thrive when you take us humans out of the equation?
Our president does not speak for the American people, but for himself. While a select few still back him, I believe in a future without corruption in our federal government. Will there always be power-seeking shark-like politicians? Yes, but young people are seeing how our country is today and realizing that's not the nation we want to live in when we're adults.
Shame burns through me to know we did nothing to stop the ugly wave of hate.
I will never understand how someone can look at me and be like, I dislike you solely off looking at me and seeing my skin color. That's truly mind-blowing. Like, really think about it. Somebody seeing your skin color and getting angry. Look, we're both American, times have changed, and we have to adapt to these changes.
Mm-hmm. And now I don't hate America, because at the end of the day, it's the people who make up America, not the government. And although sometimes it feels like there are far more evil people in America, I don't believe that's the case.
I strongly believe you can be proud to be an American while pointing out our nation's flaws. Like, if anything, people who refuse to walk away from America right now, but rather commit themselves to making this country better, show true patriotism. I believe in America, but I also believe that it is our right and our duty to point fingers at America when something's wrong.
We talk about the older generations a lot, and you can just tell they cared for a lot of things. They died for a lot of things. While social media helps us, I feel it hurts us, and is another reason why us as a whole generation don't care as much. Or maybe it's because we heard our ancestors fought so that we can be here, instead of hearing our ancestors started the fight and it's time for us to finish it, you know? We're so lazy and give up so easily. Too many weak, too many sheep, too many sleep.
We did nothing to be ashamed of.
And there's nothing more to explain.
If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it exactly the same.
We are the generation that has said enough is enough. Some people call us snowflakes. Some people call us sensitive. We call ourselves activists. We are the generation that wants to create change.
Our grandparents may not understand, our parents may not understand, but we understand.
We are the generation that wants to change.
We use our phones to educate others and ourselves and to start the revolution.
We are the generation that will be known for fighting for equality.
For inclusion.
For justice.
We are the generation that will be known for stepping up to the plate while we're still young.
While we're still in school.
While living through a pandemic.
We are the generation that will create the world that we want to live in.
We have a lot of heart, but not as much direction.
So many opinions, but not as many facts.
We've inherited every issue that's been ingrained into this system for as long as time, but we're also dealing with new issues that have never been introduced before.
And not only will we be known as the generation that has to deal with all of these issues, but the generation that handles every single one of them.
I seriously wonder every day how this generation hasn't been completely drained yet. Like, somehow we still come at every day with the same energy as yesterday, and I hope that's something we can sustain.
We will be the generation that does everything, because we were literally handed everything.
I personally don't like to be defined as one thing, and I hope our generation isn't defined as one thing either.
Instead of there being one definition to our generation, I believe there will be many.
Our generation has made great efforts towards change, but there's still much that we need and plan to do.
Some people like to say that our generation is the generation that will change the world, but we're already doing it. We're not going to change, we are changing. Our style, our music, art, vocabulary, films, stories are all things that are ever changing, but are still us. Our generation is all inclusive. We take inspiration from those before us, but we do not copy.
We made things on our own.
We've been hit with so much at once. It feels like a literal video game simulation. Countless lynchings, beatings, shootings, COVID-19, climate change, rapid decrease in success and stability as a nation. Through all of this, we've been taking these issues on one by one as if, excuse me, because our lives do depend on it.
We are loud. We don't care what anyone thinks, and we deserve to use our voices.
We aren't gonna sit back and shut up. Period.
It's easy to get bogged down by negativity, but recently I've seen the much stronger force of love and optimism. The wrong side will not win. We will change our government to be one for the people, represented by those who we support, and will stand behind with fierce loyalty.
Our generation will be the light in our dark past.
Our generation will be known for how progressive we are. I mean, this is the generation that uses social media to raise awareness, and no one saw Instagram being used like this, which is crazy.
This is the generation that wants to create something better for the next generation. We want to educate and advocate so that everyone has a place. And I hope that when the time comes to pass the torch to the next generation, we'll turn it into a two-legged race and run alongside them.
This will be the generation when we have finally had enough. We will rise out of complacency, not because it is easy and not even because we want to, but because there is no other option. We have the power that if we do this right, our children will grow up in a different and better world than the one we have now.
I feel like I want to protest every single day. The world dictates how young women should act and feel and talk and behave and dress and look. Social media stuffs false ideals down our throats. Sometimes I even want to protest myself for the way I look at things. I get mad at myself for being so judgmental. I wish I could just be a kid and have no worries. But the world calls upon us and we answer. It will get better. It will get better.
The world will react someday. Someone will punish the people that are doing these terrible things.
The ribbon widens, flooding my mind with a river of hope.
Can't imagine what it feels like to not be able to exist authentically all the time and accept that the journey is long and beautiful.
The sun still shines. I open my eyes, take in the beauty that I know lies beyond these walls, insert my spirit into a sunbeam, send a ray of hope into this hopeless world.
One night I prayed, and I asked, what is God? The answer I got was love.
The answer I got was freedom.
自由.
Kua.
Herut.
Freiheit.
Freiheit.
Libertas.
Liberdad.
Haria.
La libertad.
Freedom.
Usgalik.
Wolność.
Kebabasan.
Uhuru.
Halayaan.
Azadi.
Edom Frey.
Every morning I look up and say, thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. But when I look around and notice all the violence and pain, it makes my happy day just waste away. I wish that people would just understand we can go hand in hand together. And I know that I'm loving the skin that I'm in, and if the world could feel the same, then we'd be happy again. So just hold me close, don't let me go. There's a million things that you and I still don't know. We can make a change, learn each other's ways, come together, be the sunshine after the rain. Forget color, accept one another. In times like this, we just gotta love each other. So hold your head up and say, I'm loving everybody at the end of the day. Every morning I look up and say, thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. But when I look around and notice all the violence and pain, it makes my happy day just waste away. I wish that people would just understand we can go hand in hand together. And I know that I'm loving the skin that I'm in, and if the world could feel the same, then we'd be happy again. So just hold me close, don't let me go. There's a million things that you and I still don't know. We can make a change, learn each other's ways, come together, be the sunshine after the rain. Forget colors, accept one another. In times like this, we just gotta love each other. So hold your head up and say, I'm loving everybody at the end of the day.